Hello friends, I am going to talk about why there are so many software languages and how to choose between them. First of all, there are some common features between every languages. Like there are if statement, there are for loops, there are variables, and there is operator, and there is subroutine, or we can call it as a function, which is a set of instruction which is executed sequentially. So there are C++, Java, Python, Scala, Golang, PHP. These are all name of software languages. So but their basic structure between them is same. So how do we differentiate between two software languages? So I am going to talk about two basic features by which a software language can be differentiated. They are memory management and concurrency model. Memory management is the way by which the language handles the memory or the data, that how the memory is deleted, how the memory is retrieved, how the memory is created. So in language such as C++, this memory we have to create and we have to explicitly delete it by through code, or you have to do it manually. But in Java there is a special algorithm for that, which is called as garbage collector. So we don't have to do anything to handle the memory. But let's talk about the second feature, which is called as concurrency model. So there are 5 different type of concurrency model which are very common. They are single threaded, multi-threaded, there is CSP, there is actor model, and there is STM, software translational. So let's talk about what is single threaded. Single threaded is all the events and the commands are processed by a single thread. So one event can be processed, a single event is processed, can be processed as one time. When it is finished, the second event is processed. This is called a single thread. Then come to the multi-threaded. In multi-threaded, you can run as many as thread as possible, which can be handled by the operating system. So at the same time, multiple events can be run parallel, or multiple commands can be run parallel by by your software languages. So in this way, concurrency handle. And there is CSP, communication sequence process. This is actually you have seen the new language like Google, which is called as Golang, which actually have this. In this, all the events and commands are passed through a channel, and the channel, there is a receiver for this channel, which will, the sender will send it to a particular channel. The channel can be an email, the channel can be an API, the channel can be anything, and the receiver will receive from this channel and then process it and again send it back to the concern the caller, or it can stop at that time only. And then there is an actor model. In actor model, there is also it is not processed directly, but it is a asynchronous process where you will send your events or command or your request to an email, and this email will read by the receiver. The sender will send his message to the email, and the receiver will be read from this email. So it is complete asynchronous process. So there can be many requests at a single time, and at the same time the receiver can process many requests at the same time, and this process is asynchronous. So that means our software or our language doesn't have to stop, or it is a non-blocking. Then there is a STM, this which is called as sequential transaction model. It is something like that in SQL. You may be familiar of SQL, which have this kind of language. It is just like there you do commit, abort, rollback. So what happens is you can do changes at your session level, but when you hit a command like commit, then only it is available to the others. So these are the two ways I have through which you can differentiate between different languages. Then other factors also, like there is a run type check, compile time check, which is actually from which you can differentiate the software languages, and other factors also there. But basically these two factors are very useful while selecting a software languages. Hope you like this video. Thank you.